fun stuff together with artist Drew Rockington and Catstronaut Waffles.
Hey everybody, it's me Drew and it's me Waffles, and we're here for more Let's Do Fun Stuff Together. That's right, we're gonna do some more fun stuff together. Hey, guess what everyone? I just want to let you know this is our last week of fun stuff together before we take we go for summer break. So we only have 5 more fun stuffs together that we're gonna do, and then we're gonna do summer break. What is going on with my hat and my hair today? I don't even know. But anyways, this week we're gonna look at the moon. We're gonna do Moon Week. Oh, I love the moon. I've been there a couple times. Whoa, weird flex, but okay. All right, I'll flex. Arrgh, look at those cat muscles. Wow, very cool. So, Waffles, tell us about the moon. What's the moon like? Well, the moon is round. It is not made of cheese. It is made of rocks and dirt, just like here on Earth. Let's see. It takes 27.3 days for the moon to orbit the Earth. Whoa, that's pretty cool. That's a long trip around the Earth, 27.3 days. Oh yeah, and because of the moon's gravitational pull on the Earth, that's why the tides happen. Oh, so that's why like the ocean will retract and will, head forward as the moon pulling it out. And then when the moon goes to the other side, then the oceans come back. That's pretty cool. All right, cool. Wow, that's really cool. Any more moon facts? No. Not at this time. I mean, I could tell you all about it, but I gotta save it for the rest of the week. Okay, cool. All right, good. Good to know. We don't wanna use all of our moon facts right this way because we have a whole week of moon fun. Yay! All right, cool. Well, today for Moon Week, we are gonna be focusing on, the plan is we're gonna draw a 4-part drawing that when you connect it together, it's gonna make, one big drawing. It's gonna be really cool, like a big panoramic. So for the first day, we're gonna focus on something called the Lunar Service Module. The lunar, so this is a spacecraft that the astronauts, or the Catstronauts, yeah, that's right, or the Catstronauts, when they go up to the moon, they go in a spacecraft that has one part stays in the orbit and the other part they can get in there and they go down to the surface of the moon, and that's called the lander. Okay, so this, here's a picture, is the Lunar Service Module. You can see it on the left. It has like the big rocket engine pointing out of it, and it kind of looks like a tin can. And then there is the little triangle in the middle. That is the capsule. And then that spidery looking vehicle is the lander. That's what you actually land on the moon with. So today we're just gonna be drawing the service module and the capsule. So it's gonna be very exciting. Oh, I'm so excited for this because I haven't been in space for such a long time. And I think watching these drawings get made is really gonna take away that homesickness I have. Well, it's not really, is space your home? No, I guess not. I guess it's space sickness. At least it's not car sickness. Am I right? Yeah! Ho! Hi, paw! Hooah! Okay, good job. All right, let's hop into our drawing zone. We'll show you this lunar module one more time as we hop into our drawing zone and we prepare for the next thing. All right, cool. Here we are. We're in our drawing zone. Oh, we got our drawing paper here. Okay, so we're gonna draw a service module, and that is, it has the cone top, of the, where all the astronauts or the Catstronauts sit. And then it has the body that has all the rockets, engines and oxygen tanks and things like that. So, and we're gonna draw it in 3D. So, all right, get ready. Here we go. So the first thing we're gonna do is we're gonna actually draw a circle. This is gonna be, because remember it looked kind of like a tin can, and we can go back to that drawing in a little bit. But the big body of it looked like a tin can. So we're gonna draw this tin can here. And then we're gonna draw another circle. They're kind of eggs though, because it's foreshortened. So like if we drew, this is like, oh, I'll draw it on here. So here's a perfect circle. That is actually I'll draw off my marker so you can see. Here is a perfect circle. Not really, but it's like we're looking at a circle head on. And then if I draw an oval like this, you know, if you put a vanishing point behind it, it's like it's like if we drew, if this was a sidewalk, this would be like a circle or a manhole cover on the sidewalk. So this is, we're drawing foreshortened circles. So this is a circle, but it's in perspective. So we're gonna do that. And then we're gonna connect the edges with our, you know, straight lines, making it look like a tin can. Now we can go ahead and erase this back side because you won't be seeing that. Okay, now let's go ahead and we'll choose a point here, and then we're gonna draw to that point. This is the capsule, top of the capsule. And really what you want to do, what we should have done first was draw like a cross in the middle and a line, because this is actually our point. This is how you find like the middle point of your circle. Draw a cross, and then whatever that is, you can draw a line coming out, matching these same, you know, lines that you have of your can there. And then, oops, I'm almost drawing off my page. Here we go. So this is kind of the capsule. And then what we're gonna do is we're gonna add another circle here. So it won't come to a complete point. It'll just be, it'll have like a little circle. They have a hatch in the nose of the capsule that they use to get to the lunar lander, which is pretty cool. Okay, I'm doing a little sharpening on our new pencil. This is such a great pencil. I love it so much. I love it. Hey, I have a new hat today. It says MI. It stands for Michigan. That's the state I'm from originally. I live in Minnesota now, but originally I was from Michigan. So my hat says me. MI. Okay, here we go. Now we're gonna add the rocket on the back. So how we're gonna do this is we're gonna draw that same, how we figured out where to do that top coming out. We're gonna do that same thing. We're gonna draw that circle, draw that square or the cross through it, and then a line straight down. Cool. And then now we're gonna draw another cross on that line. And then this will let us draw another circle. Lots of circles today. And then here you can draw like diagonal lines heading up to your, almost like going at the point there. Cool. And if you erase all of these guidelines that we did, erase, 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 you have a rocket coming off the back. Here is the command service module with all the equipment. And then here is the capsule. Okay, this is cool. We have our basic capsule kind of figured out. Awesome. Let's go ahead and check out that drawing one more time. Whoa! Okay, look at all the details on the actual capsule. There's thrusters. There's these, like, you can't really see it, but now you can see like there's these little thrusters on the outside, and there's paneling and things. So there's lots of cool little details that we're gonna draw. So let's start adding some of those. So what we're gonna do is just like on our sub, we're gonna draw some lines kind of mimicking the shape, that curve. This is gonna be like our hull, and then we can start playing with that. So on one of them, right here, I wanna add some thrusters. And a cool thing about space thrusters are they're not like little engines. They're almost like little spray bottles. It's like a little jet of that they use of force, you know, so propulsion basically. And it is, when you spray it, it just gives you that little bit of, you know, it'll change you. Because in space, you're not just flying, not like an airplane where you're flying up and down because of gravity. In space, you're going 360 degrees. So you need to be able to right yourself and steady your ship from all angles. So they developed these special thrusters that you can have. They have like little engines or little where the propulsion comes out of like 5 different sizes. So look at this, you can go here, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 on the top. They have that, and they have those all over the outside of the craft. They call it a spacecraft. They didn't call it a spaceship. It's called a spacecraft. I'm not sure why. I'll have to look that up for us. But look at all of these different things. So they mount them all over the ship so that the astronauts can access any of them and then basically can change the direction of any part of the ship. So imagine you're spiraling out of control and you have to, well, it's really dark to see. I'm gonna erase it so I can get in there. You're spiraling out of control and you have to use not just like, it's not just up and down, you have to use 360 degrees to try to right yourself and make it so you don't spiral forever. Okay. Here we go, cool. So we have our thrusters. Let's go ahead and we're gonna add some paneling now. Go up, add this. This is just like a big panel. And then here can be attached to this piece. Maybe there's some more like heavy shielding underneath. You can put some cool texture on it. Just some lines. Sometimes just adding lines is all you need to do. Okay, maybe there's like an axis hatch that if you need to, you know, when they're building it, they needed to get at some of the parts, or if you're actually in space and you need to repair it, you can go outside and open up the thing. That's cool. Let's add another panel here. Some more lines. And then maybe some more lines here. It's looking pretty neat. We're gonna have to write the name of our spacecraft. We're gonna have to name it. It's gonna be cool. Okay, now we have our rocket engine. Let's go ahead and draw just another one of those contour lines around it, this curved line that we're gonna match to, and then I'm gonna add some vertical lines. See what I'm doing? I'm kind of following, so it fans out. I'm following the direction of the thing. This is gonna look cool when it's all done. It's just gonna kind of give it that texture and kind of make it look darker, you know, like a bigger part of the spacecraft. Okay. Awesome. If you want to, we can go through, we can add like little rivets. Maybe we can put like the little symbol on there. This is a astronaut ship. We can add the little catsup symbol. And then maybe some numbers on it or something. Super cool. Okay, this is great. Now let's go ahead and add our capsule pieces. So our capsules have a hatch. This is very important. The hatch is what you use to actually get in the ship. So how I'm going to draw this hatch is I'm actually going to draw two lines, two contour lines around the whole thing. And then I will choose where my hatch walls are going to be. Here and here. And then I will just go over those a little darker. This is going to be our hatch. And then in the middle of that hatch, we're going to put a window. So that is so that when the door is closed, you can make sure, one last check inside to make sure everyone is safe. We're going to add a little handle. And then I'm going to outline this hatch just super thin, just like that. Cool. And then maybe I'll have another window on this side. Maybe we won't see all of it, just see the edge of it. Awesome. And then we can put some, maybe there's some paneling here. Some cool satellite stuff. Okay, awesome. Let's go ahead and add some, we need to make sure our ship has power and it can communicate. So we're gonna add a little array so that we can communicate. They had this little antenna that would come out on the Apollo missions when they went to the moon. Kind of looks like a little TV antenna, but these are little radar dishes that they would use. They would beam it, and it would be facing backwards because it would be always be transmitting back to where Earth was. So Earth would be back here somewhere. Maybe we'll put Earth right there as a cool drawing. Okay, and then we can go ahead and add some solar panels. The newer ships, the old ships in Apollo just did it all from a battery. But now we've learned so much about solar power that we just have the new lunar landers that we're doing have little solar panels on them. And where are we gonna put that? I don't want to take away from our drawing. So let's go ahead and add it to the bottom here then. So, and these solar panels now, they're very cool. They kind of look like umbrellas. So they are, or like a pizza, I guess you could say it's a pizza. But they curl up, they go, and then they unspool, you know, like an umbrella, or like a unravel like a fan, basically. And it just gives you this cool solar panel that's collecting all the sun's energy and converting it to ship energy. Okay, there we go. Awesome. All right, I think this is cool. All right, and we have our Earth here. So we'll add some countries, land, and stuff like that. That'll be fun. Great, and then we'll get into it. We'll start adding some stars or whatever. But let's go ahead and start inking our drawing. I'm gonna start with the jet engine, or the rocket engine. It's not a jet. It's a rocket spacecraft engine. And this bottom of our orbiter. Clink. And then here is our antenna. Here we go. Okay, let's go ahead and add our dishes on there. Our radar dishes, or satellite. Well, it's not really satellite. It's our communication dish, I guess we could say. Cool. And then we're gonna go do our solar panel, our solar array. I draw the middle sections here. So like the little arms fanning out. Ding 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 ding. Cool. And I'm gonna go up and I'm gonna stop because here I have one of my thrusters. Just going around these. Lots of little details on this ship. But that's the cool part. All these little details that you just take the time to add start really adding up. They start really paying off here. Ding, 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 ding. Add another thruster up here. And then we'll go around like that. And we'll draw all the way to where the hatch is. Cool. And this hatch, just like in that drawing, we'll go back to that drawing real quick so you can see, this hatch connects to the lunar module. You can totally see they just fit right together, and then they can open the hatch and crawl back and forth between the two. Really cool stuff. Okay, now let's go ahead and start adding some details. I'm gonna do my engine. Here we go. Slowly going over that. Very deliberate strokes. Putting them really close together. It helps making it feel like a different color. Also helps giving it that texture. That's really neat. Okay, then I'm gonna come up and start drawing in my panel. It's different from, I got my hat on. Maybe I'll turn my hat backwards so I don't have my hat covering up any of the drawing. It's different drawing with this big hat today. Usually I don't have a big hat on. Here we go. Oops. And then here we have another panel down here. Maybe this one just has like dots in it. Yeah, very cool. Okay, then we'll do a line here. You can put some rivets. Rivets. Kind of like buttons. They just help show that it's, you know, how it's built. Okay, now we have our thruster in the middle. Gonna draw a square around it. And then these are basically your drawing cones coming out from the edge of the thruster. Cool. Okay, now this little line comes down here, here. Here we'll put our little service hatch in case anything needs fixing. Boop. Awesome. We'll add our little catsup insignia. Zoop. Ding. And then we're gonna start putting some numbers, so like 3, 8, and then you can't see the rest, it's going around the corner. Okay, now let's do some more paneling up top. Here we go. Just these simple little details. Look how cool that's looking. We're not doing big, crazy things. Like, we just drew dots, and look how cool that looks. Just a couple dots. Ah, I love it. Drawing is so much fun because it's just, you know, when you boil it down and you take your time, it just becomes about drawing little shapes and lines and slowly putting them together. Slowly they turn into a bigger drawing. Okay, here's our hatch. Ding. Here we go. And we're going to draw another window here. We got to draw the hatch window. Okay, now I'm going to put little rivets inside the circles. Look how cool that is. Very cool. And then here's the door handle, the hatch handle. Here is some more pieces of the capsule. And then I'm gonna draw just like a little jagged line like that in the top, so you know that it is not a window into the a window in the top. It's actually a hatch. So very cool. We need to name it. So they always had and NASA always used big and while we name it, I'm gonna draw the Earth behind it. But NASA always uses, you know, they use big names like Apollo. They like naming them after like the Greek gods and goddesses. So Mercury, you know, that type of thing, Gemini. So what should we name our spacecraft? Let's name it, well, what would a cat say? What's the first thing, if this is a Catstronaut mission, what's the first thing a cat would say? Meow. Let's name it Meow. All right, cool. So this is the Meow. We'll call this Meow 1. Meow 1. Great. Very cool. I drew our Earth behind it and then filled in some squiggles for land or the ocean that you can see. Okay, now what I want to do is we need to draw some stars. So we're going to draw some 5-pointed stars. These are the stars that are the closest to us, that are the brightest. Kind of put those randomly across your page. Awesome. It's okay if they look weird. Sometimes space makes things look weird. Okay, now we're going to draw stars a little farther away. These are the plus signs. Plus, plus, plus. You want to make sure that you're not looking too even, because stars are not even. They're very random. Okay, now we're going to add stars that are the furthest away. These are our dot stars. And this is the most fun part because you really just go dot 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 What do you think? That's pretty good. Awesome, very cool. Okay, last step. What's our last step? Add your signature. Let's go ahead. I'm gonna write DB20 exclamation point in the bottom here. And this is very cool. This is our lunar command service module. Let's check it against the picture, see how we did. Yeah, we did real good. I think that looks awesome. Good job, everybody. That looks very cool. I love this command module. Okay, I would love to see your command service module. Go ahead and get permission to hop online to Twitter or Instagram. Take a picture of your command service module and post it and tag me at the Brockart. I'd love to see how your drawing came out. And remember that tomorrow we're going to be continuing. This is going to be a big spread of drawings. We're going to put all 4 drawings together and make a big long drawing. It's going to be really cool. So tomorrow we're going to be tackling the lunar rover, which will be, really, really neat to see. All right, everyone, that is it for today. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel for all the new videos. Even though this is the last week before we take a summer break, we will have some fun stuff planned for you over the summer. Some little one-off fun things, and you don't want to miss those. So you want to subscribe so you know when the next videos are coming. Other than that, I will see you back tomorrow. Waffles will be here, of course, and we will be talking more about the moon. All right, have a good day, everyone. See ya later.